I can be anywhere in the world, but I can never forget where I come from. I can never forget my roots. Period. So in 2018, President Nana Akufo-Addo of the Republic of Ghana formally launched the Year of Return, Ghana 2019. This was a time for Africans within the diaspora to go back home to Africa and unite with their African brothers and sisters. This was also a very powerful moment because we got to remember 400 years after slavery. And Ghana became sort of the mecca of that celebration. Fortunately, I couldn't be there, but I was definitely there in spirit. It's definitely a memorable time for me to be alive and to see. Not physically, but I was definitely there in spirit. So that's a historical reference to the song, Year of Return, Girl of the Return. Now here's the personal reference. So I immigrated to the United States when I was 14 from Ghana. And I realized that I had to assimilate to the American culture. And I also had to assimilate to the Black culture because I am a Black woman. And I also had to assimilate to the African culture because, believe it or not, y'all, I have come to know and experience that being African overseas or within the diaspora is a little different from being African back home in Africa or the specific country you're from back home in Africa. And I found myself trying to prove to people when I would visit back home that, hey, I still know my roots. I still know where I come from. I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity to be here and be here in the United States and to be exposed to great opportunities and diversity. But at the same time, I know where I come from. I know my motherland. I know where I was born, where I was reared. I know that part. And I remember I'll get into a taxi and try to convince the taxi driver that, yo, I've been here this long and not just a week. And I would try to get into conversations with people around me and we would be talking and then they would, switch to Trio Fonte and they wouldn't think that I would understand. But then I would jump right in and be like, whoa, I didn't know you could speak that. I'm like, yeah, y'all, I can. What I gotta do to prove to y'all? But the lesson, y'all, is you don't have to prove yourself to anyone, first of all. But I realized that, man, like, is it that I'm losing my touch or my touch there? Or is it that my people don't recognize me anymore? Yeah, that was pretty much the thought process behind the song. It was just me thinking out loud. But the main point I wanted to make was that, I can be anywhere in the world, but I can never forget where I come from. I can never forget my roots. Period. And so there's a part of the song that says, some things I cannot change. This one will stay the same. I bleed that red, gold, green like my heart. Boom, boom. They beat. Girl of the return. Come along before they give you up. Sing along before they give you up.